Look at that. This was Chicagohenge this morning. Our drone rangers were out there to capture that special moment where the sun perfectly aligns east and west streets. And this is only occurring around the equinoxes. And we have the autumnal equinox happening on Monday. So now, through the weekend into early next week, you can get a glimpse of Chicagohenge. Our favorite photographer and friend of the show, the beautiful and talented Barry Butler, is here.
I don't know about either one of those.
No, you're both of those things. He's here to tell us all about his Chicagohenge plans. Well, maybe not everything, because some of your locations are top secret. We don't want you to divulge everything out there. We welcome you back to the show here. Obviously, you having shot Chicagohenge, how many years?
Well, before it was even called Chicagohenge. Okay. That was the funny thing about it. Probably 12, 13 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've got a process. You know where you're going to be going. You're scouting locations a lot. What about for somebody who's a novice, maybe doesn't really understand what's going on here? Give us maybe a fundamental. What should either somebody who wants to see this or photograph it, what should they look for?
Well, I think about the name, right? Chicagohenge. So first think Stonehenge, something that, you know, where a beam of light will come through. That's what the first thing you got to think about. Like, so do I have that? And then you want east-west. And that's the whole, beauty about this. It lines up with our east-west grid system here in Chicago. So that's the first. Those are some of the things you want to look for. Obviously, a little clearing would be kind of good, too, because you want to be able to see the sun. Hopefully, we'll see that this weekend.
Where did you shoot this one, Bear?
That's on Chicago Avenue, right by Franklin, right by the train tracks there near Orleans.
Okay. Is that something that would be accessible to John Q. Public?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Chicago Avenue is a great one. As a matter of fact, I was there this morning up by St. John Cantius Church. I did Holyhenge this morning.
Holyhenge! I love that. I love that. And then obviously knowing when the sun rises and sets, you want to get into position before sunrise, and you'll stay maybe a little bit, well, you get there a few minutes before the sun's actually going to set. You want to be there early, right?
Yeah, you have about like a 5-minute window for it to really kind of reveal its magic. But yeah, get there early because there's some spots where people like to congregate, especially just over here on Lake Street.
Right.
I used to be out there. No one was out there. It was awesome. And now there's like 3,000 people there.
Here's a cool shot here.
Yeah.
I love that
I took that on Sunday.
Yeah, this is what you were telling me about.
Yeah, that was a great story. That's Soxhenge.
You and I were there together a couple of equinoxes ago, and that was a beautiful spot to shoot from.
Yeah, that's from Wolf Point, going down the green line there. Once again, Chicago Avenue with the Spirit of Progress, which was under construction and now is back.
That's a beautiful shot there. And one of the things I like, and I'm sure you do too, if you've got a little bit of cloud cover in the sky, above the sun, it just enhances it.
Yeah, and I think we actually, believe it or not, I think we'll have that tomorrow morning, even though we don't have the best weather tonight and tomorrow. I think there's going to be an opening in the morning if you want to do a sunrise shot.
All right, now, you've got great rays coming from your sun, and there is a technical way of achieving that for photographers that have, especially either a mirrorless or an SLR camera.
Yeah, so it's the aperture, right? So you want to be at f/18, f/22. So if you see those little numbers on top of your camera, that's what that's for. So just adjust your camera accordingly. Stop
that thing down, as we say in the parlance. And any other real quick tip you can give for the novice shooter?
Well, for those who have an iPhone or something like that, just take your phone and line the sun and then press the screen where the sun is, because otherwise it's going to get blown out. Oh, there's Cubhenge. So it's just on the north side of Wrigley Field.
Fantastic. And that's a great shot there.
Oh, Beanhenge.
Beanhenge. All right, Barry, we're going to turn you loose. We'll go take a couple more 1,000 photos today. Always great to have you here.
Awesome.
The great Barry Butler with more on Chicagohenge. And where can we follow you?
BarryButlerPhotography.com.
Outstanding. We'll be right back.